These pepper plants are looking rather sad, and the reason they look sad is peppers don't like temperatures below 50. So when the lows start to drop below 50, it's time to bring the peppers inside if you're going to overwinter them. The high today was 54 and the low tonight is 33. So even though that's the best advice, things in my garden get done pretty much when I feel like it. So we're a few weeks behind, but I'm going to get it done today because tomorrow night's low is, I think, 31. So if I want these to live, I got to bring them in now. I learned a hard lesson the winter of 22 to 23. I brought these in without hosing them off, and although they don't look like there's any aphids on them right now, and I looked before I brought them in, I ended up with aphids covering all my pepper plants. And on the other side of the basement, kind of across the aisle, when I started seedlings, those also ended up covered in aphids. My seedlings last summer, not this summer, were pretty bad off. The peppers really struggled. Tomatoes can kind of grow so fast that they outpace the aphids, but peppers grow real slow. I usually start them at the end of January. And my pepper plants last summer, a lot of them didn't make it. The Sweet California Wonders kind of struggled for a while. So last fall when I brought these in, I hosed them off real good. And then this year, my pepper starts, there's the peppers back there. They did really well because I didn't have aphid problems. So let me show you how we do this.
I've overwintered peppers for several years now, and I decided this year that I am not going to have bell peppers in pots anymore. I don't see any reason for it because the ones in the ground, even though they are further behind the ones in the pots, technically, the ones in the pots have a year of growth on them already. The ones in the ground do better. By far, I get bigger peppers and a lot more of them. The plants get a lot bigger. They're just healthier all around. So this will be the last summer I have bell peppers in pots. I hardly had any decent bell peppers come out of the potted plants this year. The jalapeno, everything smaller does better in the pots. So I do have an Italian frying pepper, a yellow Italian frying pepper that you saw in that first shot. But I don't have a red one in a pot as of yet. I got a red one right here where I'm working in the garden. It's nice and big. I had a ton of peppers off of it. So I'm going to dig this one up and put this in a pot and get rid of the old bell pepper. The plant behind this one is a pizza pepper, and I am completely out of seeds for pizza peppers. This is the last plant that I know of that I have that is a pizza pepper, and it's thick like a bell pepper. The fruit is very thick. There's a lot of meat there, but it is shaped like a jalapeno. It's a red pepper. It's sweet. It's supposed to have a little bit of heat, but honestly, I don't notice it if there is much. But it's a nice pepper to have. I like eating them. They produce well, and I don't want to not have any. So in the back corner where I'm working right here, there's a pizza pepper. I'm going to put that in a pot as well, rather than another bell pepper that I'm getting rid of. So I'm getting rid of some. I'm bringing some back. There's a banana pepper in that first shot that was really sad looking. I don't care to overwinter. And the mini bells, they produce a lot, but those are completely full of seeds, so they're not really a lot of fun to eat.
The dog really likes to hose, so we'll see how this turns out. Use the flat setting because you get that nice bar of water, and then I'll show you. Please don't get all wet. Come over here. Come over here. Sit. Now stay.
Got my foot wrong. Dad, can I spray them?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Not you.
Thanks.
You're on camera, just so you know.
Okay.
Keep going on this one.
Okay.
We want to get this one really good. Real close. Get real close.
Okay.
Closer. Let me make sure the water is all the way on.
Lucky, no.
Lucky, no. Let me see it again. Next.
Okay.
What's that one?
Oh, I see a pepper with the hole in it.
That's all right. I'm going to cut all those off. Get closer. Get much closer. You're going to watch those leaves blow around like this.
Like this?
Loki, come here.
Like this close?
Yeah. All the way around, not just one side. Let me turn it. Let me turn the pot. There we go. Real close, real close. You're trying to blow all the tiny bugs off. That's what we're doing.
Why don't we just get your leaf blower?
That doesn't work.
You already tried that?
Yeah, leaf blowers don't knock them off. The water knocks them off. Let me see this. Another one done. Keep going.
Okay, no. Please? Lucky.
Here are the peppers in their winter spot between the furnace and the water heater. This is a month later. I defoliated the red frying pepper. I cut the peppers you see there off of it and took all the leaves off because I did I didn't get a lot of root when I transplanted it. So I think just to manage water loss, I went ahead and stripped all the leaves off of here. I will water these pots every 2 to 3 weeks. Um, I'm down here a couple times a week anyway, emptying the kitchen compost into my worm bins. So I'll just basically lift up on the edge of the pot. If the pots feel heavy, they do not need watered. I wait till they feel pretty light before I go ahead and water them again. So it's every, I don't know, 2 to 3 weeks. It would be less if they were in dark. If they were sitting in the dark, you would let them go dormant. You either take all the leaves off or they would probably all fall off. And then you may water them once a month or every 6 weeks. But you would be surprised how dead these plants can look, and then they will come back in the spring. I have light on them. I think 8 hours of light. I got light. These shop lights are on a timer. They are white LEDs. If they were fluorescents, I would have to have them even closer to the plants than they are. But they will keep here. They won't be super happy because my basement's kind of cold, but they'll survive here no problem. And I will start increasing the light as the daylight hours start getting longer again, and I will get some organic fertilizer in these pots around April. And then as soon as the nighttime temperatures are pretty established in the 50s, you don't want to see a lot of temps, lows in the 40s when you take your peppers out. So it will be mid-May before they actually come out. And you do want to harden them off again. They haven't seen actual sunlight, gotten that solar radiation in 6 months, so you'll need to bring them outside for a couple hours at a time, give them direct sunlight. I bring mine to the shade. I put them right in front of my garage door where they get dappled sun in the morning, and then they're in the shade for the rest of the day. So they're on the east side of my house under a tree. So they just get a little bit of light in the mornings, and then I'll start moving them a little further out in the driveway where they get a little more light for longer in the day. After they've averaged, I don't know, once they've got like 8 hours exposure, I'll leave them out all day, and then they're pretty much good to go. But yeah, that's how you can overwinter your peppers. And since we sprayed them off, there should not be a bunch of aphids on here. Thanks for watching, and I've got a lot more video to edit. I should have a couple more coming out here pretty soon. I just got to get around to editing, and now that the weather's getting colder, we're cooped up inside a little more. Hopefully I can get a little more stuff out. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.